Welcome to Kia e-Niro Diaries on the 5th of March. So it's 10 days time. I would have had the car for 6 years. But the reason for this little video is that I suddenly realised the other day that I hadn't charged to 100% for 2 months. In fact, the last time I did that was 3rd of January when I took my daughter down to Bordeaux Airport. There and back it does need 100% charge. So I thought I'd better do that today, and I thought it would be quite interesting because 6 months ago, well, 15th of September, I zeroed my accumulated info data because I wanted to see what the winter and the summer comparison was. So 15th of March to 15th of September, and then 15th of September back to 15th of March again. Now, it's interesting, charging to 100% today at home, it's showing 460 kilometers of range. Now, you may have seen some of my other videos where I do the same thing in midsummer when we've been driving around locally, and you get some ridiculous range on the GOM at 100%, like 540 kilometers, which is of course unrealistic, especially if you're going to embark on a journey along the autoroutes or fast roads. But I thought it'd be interesting to compare what the GOM says, and I've always suspected the GOM is a little bit optimistic. So saying 460 without the heater on, and say the weather has been absolutely fabulous this week. It's a bit chilly in the mornings, but lovely, sunny, clear blue skies. T-shirt out in the garden. So anyway, I looked at the accumulated info, and since I zeroed it on the 15th September, I've done about 8,500 kilometers, I think, since then, and it's come at 15.1. So if you say I've got a 64 kilowatt hour usable battery, you divide by 15.1, multiply by 100, and you get 424 kilometers. Which, when you turn that into miles, is 262 miles. Now, I think that's about what the car was advertised as having when it was launched, WLTP. It's about that kind of 250, 260 miles. I mean, obviously here in France I operate in kilometres, but it's quite interesting that I would say that is far more realistic at this time of year for 100% charge. So anyway, the sales figures for France have just come in for February, and it's all a bit flat. I mean, I made some predictions last year that what with the Renault 5 and the Citroën EC3 and the Renault 4 coming, in fact they are advertising it here in France, you can order the Renault 4 now, things would start to pick up and we'd see a bit of a acceleration in sales, but it hasn't happened so far. I think January and February are both about 26,000 new battery electric vehicles. So at this rate we're set for another 350,000 getting onto the roads this year, but I was rather thinking it might be 400,000. But anyway, 10 months still to go yet, and obviously the cars, the lower priced electric cars, like the Renault 5 and the Citroën EC3 and the Renault 4, I haven't been around very long. I mean, it's interesting that the trailing quarter, as they call it, so December, January and February, the Renault 5 sold 10,000 units here in France. Don't know what it did overseas. I gather it's been launched in the UK now and a few other countries, so I'm sure they'll do pretty well out of the new electricity factory, as they call it, in northern France, up near Douai. So I can't see us making 400,000 from here, but you never know. And it's still quite a lot of uncertainty in the market. The car market itself is flat. It's never made the sort of 2.1 million new cars that it did before the COVID. I think it was about 1.7, 1.8 million last year. But anyway, you've got to grasp the good news, I suppose, and for sure there's more fossil fuel cars being scrapped every year now than there are new ones come in on the road. So there is a gradual replacement going on, and 25,000 new battery electric vehicles is 25,000 vehicles that never need to visit a filling station. So there we go. Anyway, I'll be doing the 6-year roundup. Where does this time go? In about 10 days' time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next time.